I feel like you're in a good mood. You got energy.
Yeah, I'm okay. I've been listening to Kiss Chasey all damn day.
Oh, that's great.
If,
Fucking good day.
if anyone cares to know, I like to listen to music before and like move around a bit and get my blood pumping before we start. So, blood, brain, music vibe, sort of get into that.
Yeah,
You
get like a
can
half chub.
get a half chub going, yeah.
Mm.
Where am I? Yeah, I think I'm ready. I think I'm ready here. Yeah, so I think you gotta, blood's gotta be pumping if you're gonna be doing this thing. We're gonna do it. We're gonna do it right, right?
Yeah. We're gonna do it right this time.
This time.
And so someone argued this is the correct formation of this podcast.
Yeah,
It's funny you actually mentioned music because I actually wanted to talk to you about music because I was thinking about something today actually.
Okay, go ahead.
About music taste.
Mhm.
So you mentioned you've been listening to Kiss Chasey
Yeah.
all day,
Mhm.
and that kind of answers my question. But
Mhm.
like, do you think that your music taste has changed or is been changing, or is it the same since like when did it stop changing?
Look, probably around like 2008, I think.
Hmm.
It hasn't really changed much. I feel like it's a rubber band, if anything. Like it's like a condom. Like you stretch
Mm.
it stretches, but it comes back, and there's always just that like bass that I've got. And it's bands like Brand New, Bright Eyes, Kiss Chasey,
Mm.
really into Slowly at the minute, but I don't think all their songs are very good. Just a few particular ones. Series is coming back. I love Series, one of my favorite bands. But yeah, great question. Love that. You know what my mum wants to know?
Yeah.
Um, how and what I'm sure the audience want to know. A couple of weeks ago, you told a story about angel numbers and like not wishing and wishing properly.
Yeah.
Turns out you wish correctly, right? You've gone on some more dates? Has she broken up with you again?
No, no, she's still kicking. Yeah, so avid listeners of the pod, our watchers of
Yeah.
of the VOD, would know that yeah, I wished a date into existence,
Mhm.
and it went well. And afterwards, I thought she was giving me the flick, and turns out it wasn't over. She came back for seconds,
Yeah.
and we've since gone on 5 dates, actually.
Wow. Going
Mm.
steady. I
Eh,
like that. That's gonna
yeah,
make my mom so happy.
Your mom wanted to know?
Yeah, she watched the story and I was talking to her on the phone and I was like, I'm pretty sure Matt went on a couple more dates and she was like, what? Tell me what happened. And I was like, I don't know. Like
That's great.
everybody.
It's turned out to be like the hottest tale that we put together here. The
Good.
listeners want to know what happened.
I'm glad.
Um,
I'm glad.
we had the same
Uh,
question when we went out for Mitch's farewell
mm.
last weekend. I was just chilling, and then the girlfriends at the table were just like, "What happened to Wish Girl?"
Wish go, yeah. And just on Mitch for a second, Mitch, if you're watching, no one goes to Afghanistan for 2.5 years and gives everybody 3 days warning. Like,
Yeah, and to be fair, he's not going to Afghanistan.
oh, okay.
Yeah,
Where's he
he's actually
going?
going to Sale, Victoria, regional
Oh,
Victoria.
fuck
I
me. He told me that at the Bucks party. He did. I had a conversation with that. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah,
Cool.
the reason I said Afghanistan is because it was so last minute. I had to up the ante a little bit.
Yeah.
Like just
Yeah.
going to Victoria, you're not going to get as much as of a turnout. But if you
Yeah.
say he's going to Afghanistan,
Yeah. Look, Mitch told me he was moving to Sale, Victoria, and the Afghanistan lie worked on me. So well
mm,
done. It worked.
yeah. But yeah, I'm seeing Wish Girl. We've got 2 dates lined up for this week already.
Oh, fuck, two.
Yeah,
Fuck. We've
two.
been planning
Yeah,
that.
we're going. Yeah, some would say moderately steady, but we're going to
What?
see there's an Elvis musical on at the Hoda
Okay.
on the Gold
Yeah.
Coast. And we're both really
Nice.
into Elvis, so
Oh,
hopefully
okay.
that goes well.
All right. What did you cook
Um,
for her?
Shakshuka is my specialty.
All right. Well, I'm
You know,
gonna have to.
do you know what that is?
No, Shaq.
Okay,
Sounds Greek.
this I don't know how I'm going to name this segment because we've covered so many topics already. But
Musings.
yeah, a shakshuka is I
What is
maybe
it? Like
an
egg and
African dish.
rice?
Yeah, it's like
Cheese?
egg in like a tomato base, and you put a bunch of stuff in it. My shakshuka is almost like halfway between a shakshuka and like a chili. Like a chili con carne, like from the Simpsons episode when they're making spicy chili.
Oh yeah, I watched
Yeah,
that episode recently.
yeah.
Uh, and you eat this. This is a meal.
This is absolutely a meal. You can get this. I think it's technically usually a breakfast dish, but I find it very delicious at night. I might have to cook it for you sometime, Mike.
Yeah, yeah, I'm here for it. I'm sure it's very delicious. I wish I
The,
could
the pro
cook you my specialty, which is a roast chicken. But yeah, obviously you
Yeah,
can't.
no, yeah, for
Upsetting.
obvious reasons.
Yeah.
But I gotta tell you what, if I do cook you a shakshuka though, Mike, you gotta promise not to fall in love with me.
Thought you were going to say something else. I was going to say you're going to promise not to fuck me.
I mean, that's just that
No
part and parcel.
promises.
But I mean, like,
Um,
if I bring you over to my house and like the lights are dimmed and we're drinking wine, listening to records, and there's a shakshuka on the
mm,
table, you
yeah.
need to control yourself,
Yeah. No
okay?
promises, man.
Because
If
I
there's a little bit of garlic bread there, I don't know if I can.
we're about to come full circle here.
Uh,
It's funny how this conversation is just all linked. Because
yeah.
I know that looks can be deceiving. I'm not gay, right?
Yeah.
Just despite popular opinion.
Yeah.
And looping this back around to my original question I was asking you about music taste
hmm
all the way
Yeah.
around.
Here we go. Yep.
I find my music taste is changing once again at the age of 33.
Okay.
I think I'm in my pop girl era right now.
Oh, okay. What do you listen to? Like, was it Chappelle Rowan? Is that how I?
Yeah, Chapel
Yeah.
Roan. Yeah,
Chapel
Chapel
Roan.
Roan
Okay.
is really big these days. But yeah, I
hmm
love Chapel Roan. She's probably my favorite artist at the moment.
Yeah.
But I'm really into Sabrina Carpenter. Like
Yeah. She's
she's
hot.
dropping she's dropping pop bangers. And
Yeah.
I'm like, it's like, I don't know, if I listened to this song 10 years ago, would I have got it then? I probably wouldn't have
No.
appreciated it 10 years
Probably
ago.
not. I mean, pop is in a really good spot at the moment. I feel like Taylor Swift laid a lot of the groundwork. It was like,
Mhm.
if I could talk about Dune for a moment,
Please.
Taylor Swift was like Leto the Second, the godworm of Dune, who kept humanity under control for 1,000 years. Taylor Swift, bring me Taylor Swift as Leto the Second.
Yeah.
Um,
Yeah.
and then as soon as his control was gone, explosion into the universe. Like all this good shit just
Mm.
started happening, and humanity had no idea what to do with itself, but it progressed. Yeah,
Yeah.
Taylor Swift. I feel like that's where pop is at the moment.
If she's that, who'd you say what character is the god Dune worm? What'd you say?
Leto the Second.
Leader the second?
Paul Atreides' son. Yeah.
Oh, okay, gotcha. So if she's Leto the second, who is Paul Atreides? Would it be Beyonce?
Yeah, who? Maybe Miley Cyrus? Who? Like, yeah, maybe Beyonce. I don't know.
I mean, she's
I'd have
Queen
to
Bee
think
for a
about
reason,
it.
right?
Yeah, exactly. Who is Taylor Swift's like pop father? But the they hate each other. They've got to hate each other.
Hmm.
Uh,
Yeah, well, it's not Kanye West
yeah, no, it's not. I mean, no, I feel like
because
Kanye
he's on
West is
pop.
like he's Duncan Idaho
Yeah,
potentially.
yeah,
That's all right. There's a lot here.
potentially the Baron, you know?
Yeah. Oh my God, he's the bear. He's the fucking thing.
Yeah. I'm sure there's a joke we can make. Remember how he
Yeah.
interrupted Taylor?
Yeah.
I'm sure there's a skit here.
Oh,
There's an
that's so
idea here,
good.
Mike. There's a
There's a-
skit here.
Yeah, the music, the rap battle, it's all in there.
Yeah,
Um,
but yeah, I'm really into pop music these days. It's crazy.
Good.
My Spotify Wrapped is gonna be it's gonna be strange. Like what's
Hmm.
next? Am I gonna get into country? I think I might get into
Maybe.
country in like a
What
couple of years time.
What about that song that's like, "This ain't Texas, this ain't no hold down"? You know that song?
No, I don't know. I haven't gotten to my country era yet. I'm in my pop girl era, Mike,
Where
right
is it?
now.
Okay.
So
Yeah.
I don't even want to think
Dasher.
about Texas.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, that's fair. That's fair. That's fair. Should we talk a little bit of rugby league news? This is a rugby league show, after all.
Before we get there,
Yeah.
how do you think you'd go as a gay guy?
You made
Do
me
you,
think of something that I thought of earlier to answer your question with, I'll get to your question.
yeah, of course.
When I was in the shower before getting ready for the show, I was listening to Slowly Slowly and just thinking about how the lead singer of Slowly Slowly, he's perfect. Like he's the perfect dude. And then I was thinking about, do you think I could make a short that's titled Just the Tip Boys Not Being Gay for 59 seconds, and it's just us talking about like Ruben Garrick, Connor Watson. Like I
Yeah,
could just go through and find every time we talked about a hot guy and just stitch it all together.
yeah.
I think I'd go okay. I've thought about it a lot. Not a lot, but
Thought
I've
about it a
definitely
lot.
I've
Yeah.
definitely given it some thought. I don't like the idea of having to shave my asshole and having a dick being
Mm,
put inside of it. I
yeah,
think
it's
I
not
would be
enough,
a
Pete.
top, but I'm a very lazy top, I think. So I don't think I'd be good.
Mm,
Yeah. I think,
yeah.
yeah, maybe when I'm in like my 50s, I think I'd be a good like later on gay in life, like come out in my 50s when I've like, been married for 20 years and had kids and stuff. And yeah, I think
Yeah.
that's a good move for me,
Yeah,
I
you're
think.
you're a slower, more distinguished gay,
Yeah.
rather than you don't want to be in like the hustle and bustle and being a gay in your 20s.
Yeah.
I think that's too fast paced for you. Is that what you're saying?
That's too far. Yeah, probably. Yeah. I don't want to fuck no young children, I guess. I want that Last of Us gay,
Oh, yeah, okay. Yeah. Yes. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah.
The
I'm with
Bill,
you.
Bill and
Yeah.
whoever from Last of Us. Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, fantastic. Good. Really good episode.
You and I are going to come out as gay, and Harry's just going to be like, yeah, no, you guys kissed in high school. Right.
We did.
Yeah.
We
Just kissed
did.
like 30 years ago. Like, we've
Yeah.
covered
No,
that
it's
on the show,
true.
though. We've
We
covered
were
that.
we were ahead of our time. We
Ahead of
basically
it.
invented Pride.
I expected you to keep. I do that all the time. I sip the drink and expect you to keep talking.
It's dangerous. Every time I go to pick
Yeah.
up my glass, I'm like, fuck, he could stop talking at any
You can stop
second.
talking any second, and I usually will. I'm going to try again to talk about rugby league.
Yeah,
Thanks,
I
Ben.
think I'm ready because Ben's not here. We needed to provide some sort of non-rugby league content.
Yeah,
And I feel like we covered a hell of a lot in a
yeah, we did
short
it.
space of time.
It's like a shotgun of information. We did it.
Exactly. And by the way, we'll talk about this later,
Yep.
but I have prepared some hypotheticals.
Oh, great.
And because Ben has been missing so many episodes
Hmm.
recently, I feel bad to come to the table with Matt hypotheticals, you know? So
Yeah.
I have prepared a Ben hypothetical
Oh, okay,
for us
that's
to
good.
discuss later, just to
We're gonna need that.
yeah, we need to cater for that little segment of the audience,
Yeah.
and I don't know what that segment is.
Or even who the audience is. Raise your hands.
Yeah, tell us in the comments if you're watching.
Damien Cook signs to the Dragons for 2 years, starting next year. I like this. He's still fit. The Dragons need seniority other than like Ben Hunt and whoever else. Who else is there? Raymond Faitala-Mariner? Are they playing this weekend? Let
Mm,
me look at this. I don't think so. I think like
yeah,
no, yeah, no,
it's a
they're
good
playing. It
signing.
must be late. Yeah, I think it's a good signing. Zach Lomax is dipping, so he's taken that. Eisenhuth is pretty good, or like aged, I guess. Like he's played a few games, I imagine. Yeah, like I like this signing for the Dragons. I think Ben Hunt is happy with it. Ben Hunt's talking about
Mm,
like he's looking forward to next season, and it's nice to see Benny Hunt happy again, right?
yeah,
It's probably
absolutely.
just Origin time for him, I think,
Yeah, he's just in a good mood in general.
because he's
Yeah, he
away from the club.
gets to play for a good team. Mind you,
It's like
Dragons are doing pretty good.
yeah, they're doing fine. I think they're in ninth, right?
Mm.
It's like in the off season where like I finished just the tip for the year and I'm like I never want to do that again, and then it gets to like January and I'm like one more time. I think we could do one more time,
Yeah,
right?
yeah,
Yeah,
yeah. I think yeah. We relate to Ben Hunt in many ways like that.
yeah,
We were always talking about quitting. Yeah.
yes. Who is Ben? Is Ben who's the guy with the hammer that chased his neighbor?
Oh, geez. Was it a moan? Was that a
Yeah,
moan?
yeah, Talatau Amone. Yeah,
Yeah. But yeah, Damien Cook, I think, yeah, good signing. Rabbitohs, maybe it's, reached to the end of their marriage, and their Dragons, probably don't have as good of a hooker that Damien Cook is. They got what little,
yeah.
he's never set the world on fire. Experienced. Maybe they make a shot for the top eight next year, with Cook, Hunt. Um, I can't imagine that the combination of Hunt and Cook have got any more than maybe two productive years in them. But
Yeah, exactly.
mind
Cook's
you,
old
I
as
mean,
fuck.
Cherry Evans is like 48 and he's still going great. So
Foz looked better than he has ever looked on the weekend as well. Like all these old men are playing really well at the moment.
yeah,
I love
absolutely.
it.
Yeah.
Uh,
Well, you need a good head on your shoulders in this game sometimes, and those guys got it. But yeah, good for you, Damien. Happy for you. I wonder who the Rabbitohs get. Do they get a Brandon Smith? There have been rumors about that.
oh, yeah, I hate that for Brandon. It looked weird in those colors, I think. I feel like he'd look weird in
Yeah.
Rabbitoh's colors.
Yeah, he
Yeah.
definitely looks better in the what he's in at the moment. Yeah, I
Hmm.
agree. I don't know if it would suit his complexion. You know what I mean?
Yeah, maybe.
Color
Yeah, I don't
theory.
know. Weird. Next one I've got is Tyrone Peachey has announced on his podcast that no one knew existed that he is retiring at the end of the year. I only bring it up because Peachey played for the Titans for 2-3 seasons.
Yeah, about that.
I have a soft spot for Peachums. I love him.
Yeah. One of the great utilities of all time.
Yeah.
So like good. Jack of all trades, master of none.
Yeah. So good.
Yeah. And but yeah, I mean, good. I mean, yeah, good for him. I mean, so I couldn't tell you how many games he's played, but I'm gonna, off the top of my head, guess around 150 maybe games, maybe a little bit more. But yeah, I think he started. Where did he start? Maybe Penrith, I want to say. Maybe Sharks.
Yeah, I think he started Penrith. He went to the Gold Coast. He went to the Tigers, and then back to Penrith last year. Correct me on that one, rugby league history. But I read the whole like quote and article. Yeah, I'm pretty sure that was it.
Yeah, but yeah, happy for you, Tyrone. I wonder if he will. The Panthers are making the finals. I wonder if he will, be in their top 17.
Yeah,
happy for him if he can get a prem. I don't think he's ever won a prem.
Apparently, he was very close to playing in the grand final last year. Yeah, Wikipedia does not have how many games he's played. Hang on. I got to add them up. 209 regular games, and 15 representative games. 3 games for New South Wales. Yeah, look at that. Go Peachums.
3 games for New South Wales. Wow.
Who knows when? And do you want to get into the hot news story of the week? Is that Parramatta suck? Coming off a bye, and you're at the bottom of the ladder. Yikes. Fucking yikes is all I got to say about that. They'll get better. I doubt they'll finish with the spoon, but fucking yikes, right?
Yikes indeed. Sacked the coach earlier this year.
No coach in sight as well.
Yeah, Parramatta Eels. I mean, in fairness, they're on 4 wins, tied with Tigers and Titans, but the differential's worse, hence why they're bottom. Yeah. And then just above them, Bunnies on 5 wins, Warriors and Knights both on 6 wins. I tell you what, this wooden spoon race is really tight.
Yeah.
It's anyone's game.
You might have been a year early the way the Warriors played on the weekend. They're fucking looking like they're going to take the spoon as well.
Yeah. Crazy game, that one.
It was good. It was a good game. Let's get into last week's games if I have them here. I did a sneaky and I went to the Storm Dolphins game. Sort of last minute.
Yeah, you did.
It's my
how was it? It was pretty tight.
It was good. It was really good. It was really last minute. Like Jess just asked me, it's like, well, like we're moving away from Brisbane back down the coast next week, and I'm sure I'll go to Suncorp again, but like, when am I going to get the chance to just fucking on a Friday night go watch the Dolphins versus the Storm? Should be a tight game. It was good. Great atmosphere. We lost our fins. I think we left them in the Uber. I got the old one though. That's fine. I didn't care. And something my Jess's stepsister said to me during the game that resonated with me into the next day.
Resonated.
She was like, because I was stood up in like the last like 5 minutes watching this. It was very tight. Came right down to it. She was like, don't you prefer it when it's a tight game like this? And I was like, and I thought about it. I was like, no, I don't think so. I think I prefer the team that I'm watching to be absolutely humping the other team into the earth, which led into Saturday's game. The Titans absolutely fucking destroy the Warriors.
Yeah, it was one of the great humpings.
Yeah. Do you think this is Titans good or just Warriors being bad?
Yeah. It's a great question you ask. Another way you could ask that question is like, are the boys back in town? I don't think the boys are back in town. I think the boys came through town on their way to somewhere else. Maybe they stopped in for a night.
It was a layover. Yeah.
Maybe a half day, just a day trip. I don't think they've moved back to town yet. Because I said in our group chat, like the day after, that like I remember last year when the Tigers were going terrible and then they put 60+ points on the Cowboys.
Yeah,
and everyone was like, I just feel like in this game, when one team is completing high and executing and the other team doesn't turn up, that you can completely take over the game. And like the Warriors completely lost control of the game. Yeah. Like there was They couldn't. They were just slipping down a cliff. They couldn't grab on anything. Like unless you're like a solid team, like a top tier team, I think that can happen to you.
Yeah. You need like, when the Bulldogs players all get together after a try is scored, or they score a try, or when they get one against them, they all just get into a circle and go.
Yeah,
Love
those
that.
ones.
Love that
Yeah.
for them.
But yeah, it's yeah, crazy result. But like I was watching that and I was like, yeah, I remember the Tigers, they did this last year, and then
Mhm.
like a couple weeks later, the Cowboys got revenge and put even more points on them.
Yeah, shit.
Like it's
What?
so I don't know when we no, we've already played the Warriors twice this year. We beat them
Let me
twice.
just make sure. Hopefully, we don't verse them in the finals.
No, we don't
Titans
because we,
draw.
we 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 played them in Anzac round.
Yeah, that's true. Hang on, let me just. I believe you. I believe everything you're saying. I'm just going to have a quick skim.
You believe everything
Yeah,
I'm saying?
no.
You're fact checking me.
Yeah, no, you're right. Next game was the Roosters versus the Dogs, and I, for the life of me, thought I tipped the Dogs. Hey, but I was looking at this before the show tonight, and I was like, oh, I tipped the Roosters. How about
Yeah,
that?
lucky.
That game looked like it fucking sucked. It was pissing down. Yeah, Roosters just fucked them up. Next game was the Bunnies versus the Manly Sea Eagles. Bunnies fuck them up, but that was more of like a Manly's New South Wales Cup side. I don't think anyone's, too upset about Manly losing that one. They had fuck all players. And then nobody tipped the Tigers to beat the Raiders.
Yeah.
How about that? Nobody? Absolutely nobody.
Nobody.
You don't get a perfect round if it's only 5 games, right? You don't get like 7 points for that.
No, I don't think so.
Because I think I did that like last year or the year before, and I didn't get extra points.
It's got to be a proper full round.
Raiders will be pissed. I think the Raiders are going to come back swinging. Anything to say about the week that was?
It was a buy round. Obviously, the Titans win was really special. Yeah, and it was funny because I circling back again. So I was on a date that day, and we had gone to Time Zone, like the arcade at Robina, which is very close to the stadium.
Yeah,
and we were there, and my date was like, didn't you say like the Titans are playing today? And I'm like, oh no, they're against the Warriors. We're probably going to lose. And let's just go have fun. Let's just go have fun at that.
Let's
the
not
arcade.
think about it. Yeah.
Like it's all good. And then we were there just doing our thing, and then we were walked past a TV, and I was like, oh, it's halftime. Let's check the score. 30-0. What? and then I was like, what the hell's going on? And then and she was like, oh, do you want to go over to Sporting Globe and watch it? And I was like, girl, don't say that to me, man. You know how to seduce me.
Yeah, that's good shit.
So we do. Watch the second half. They were back.
Yeah,
good watch.
About halfway through the second half, I was just like, sat on my couch, just relaxed as anything, just flicking through my phone, looking up every now and then, being like, just with another one.
Just with your belly out. Oh, there goes Keeney. Delicious.
Like the Baron.
Basically. Yeah, Atreides.
All right. Should we tip?
I will tip, actually.
Yeah, you could.
I not only could I tip, I will tip.
All right, cool. I was going to say we're almost through all this buy round footy, but really not. We've really got like 4 weeks of it left.
Yeah.
First game we have got to tip here is the New South Wales Blues with the State of Origin Maroons, the Queensland Maroons, sorry. I'm still on the Blues. Let me get this team list up. I have it ready. Not much change, hey. 1 to 17 more or less for both teams. No one's been called in. We're all just chilling.
Just chilling.
One of Jess's good friends is a waitress at a place in Hope Island. And I got this information from her to Jess to me. She was serving drinks to Jonathan Thurston. And Billy got a drink spilt on him. No confirmation as to what sort of drink, like a waiter spilt a drink on Billy Slater. Yeah. I'll actually message her now and see if we can get what it is by the end of the show. But I think this is bad. This is bad stuff for the Maroons.
I agree. That's a really bad omen. Bad luck. You can't be getting wet. Leading up to an Origin game. You don't want to get sticky.
What kind of drink was spilt on
Yeah.
Billy Slater.
Yeah, what I want to know is that if it's like some sort of smelly drink, maybe he doesn't have the chance to maybe properly wash his clothes, and maybe he needs to wear those clothes at the game, and it's going to put him off that he's constantly thinking about this brown stain on his jeans,
Mm,
that he's not going to manage his interchanges correctly.
yeah, but that you're 100% right. I was listening to half of that, but yes, you're 100% right. I'm never going to doubt you again.
Thank you.
Uh, yeah, yeah. I still think New South Wales get it done well.
Mm.
Would yeah, same.
Yeah, I'm still in the Blues. We talked about it obviously in full last week, but I like the team better. Connor
Yeah,
Watson, I think is great. A lot of talk about the benches for these teams. I think they're reasonable. I think people are just trying to find
yeah,
things to talk about. Latrell was obviously the big news. I
yeah.
think Latrell. I don't think he's going to be man of the match. I think he's going to put in work. I think the man of the match, like the big performance, is going to come from someone that hasn't been talked about.
Someone fucking random like
Yeah,
Jake Trbojevic.
I said last week I think it's going to be Payne Haas. I think he's primed.
Yeah,
That's my pick. Fuck, it could be a. Geez, imagine if it was a Luai.
dude. I was just looking at fucking Spencer Leniu's head. It could be him.
I reckon Leniu, he had such an amazing game in game one
Yeah,
that generally when you have a such good game, the next game is not as good because the team's going to be fucking ready for him.
yeah. That's a
Yeah,
good point.
they're going to be focused on him, and someone else is going to sneaky come up and get the glory.
Did you see that Joseph Suaalii is still in New South Wales Blues camp? He's just on the opposite side of the training, and he's
Oh,
playing. He's
really?
playing as Reece Walsh. He's cosplaying
Running
as Reece Walsh.
running opposed. Well,
Yeah,
he is hot,
yeah,
so like there's that factor.
that works.
Uh,
And he's a grub. Reece Walsh isn't a grub, is he?
he's pretty grubby. He's similar to kind of like how Billy Slater was when he was young. Like he's really chirpy.
Yeah, that's good.
Yeah,
Love that for Reece. Hate
but
him
yeah,
though.
that's interesting. I didn't know that.
Yeah. Yeah. No, nothing yet. I'll let you know when I get confirmation of the spillage.
But yeah, go the
Uh,
Blues.
Go the Blues. All right. First game of technically the round, I guess, is
Mm.
Bulldogs versus the Sharks. I'm looking at the Sharks here, and it makes me sad that they're more or less at full strength, and Cam McInnes is playing. You know what I mean?
Yeah,
I feel like he should be on the Blues team. Like he's just a tough cunt.
mm.
What
Yeah.
else have we got here?
Solid player, but yeah, Murray he brings more.
Yeah. Connor Tracy is dead? Oh, yeah. Blake Taff. Is Connor Tracy out because he got fucking coat hanged?
Yeah,
His
concussion.
concussion protocols. That was
Mm.
fucking random. From Rakea Horn's boyfriend. That was fucking random.
Mm.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Junior
was that?
Palga? I think that's who
Yeah,
it is.
that's right. Yeah, the center for the
Like,
Roosters got suspended for 4 weeks, I think.
yeah. That was a
Yeah,
fun game.
it was pretty solid
He
hit.
didn't he didn't even need to do it. The game was
Yeah,
done. He didn't even need to do that.
yeah.
Yeah, look, I wish I had the balls to tip the Bulldogs again this week, but I just think like Sharks are more or less full strength. Like Hamlin is not great. Bulldogs are sixth. Look at that. Um,
Hmm.
yeah, I'm gonna take the Sharks for this one. What about you?
Yeah, I think I'm leaning towards the Sharks as well. They've won 6 in a row against the Bulldogs. Mind you, the Dogs are a much better team this year. As you said, they're in sixth right now, going very well.
Hmm.
Just obviously lost to the Roosters, who are you'd probably say are a better side, right? I wonder whether the Bulldogs can. They probably might make the eight, but I don't know if they would get past the first week of the finals. I don't know if they've got
Yeah,
that in them.
would depend how the
Cr-
draw flung down. There's always those two at the
yeah,
bottom, like seventh and eighth place, who are just sort of making up the numbers.
yeah,
It'd
exactly.
probably be one of those.
I think
Uh,
so. But yeah,
sorry.
Cronulla, same 17. They've faltered a bit recently after a strong start to the year, but they're still in a prime position on the ladder. I think, yeah, I'll go with 7 points Sharks to win.
Yeah, I believe Sharks coming off the bye as well. Bulldogs got fucking pumped in the rain last week. So,
Mm.
yeah. And no Critter as well. Critter's a huge part of that. Even though he's a
No
center, he's a
crit.
huge part of their leadership team.
Yeah, will
Uh,
not be critting.
Next game we have got, this one's kind of hard to tip. We have got the Wars, who just got their fucking pants pulled down
Mm.
against a baby Broncos side, which has everybody in reserves, like Reece Walsh, Payne Haas, Paddy Cat. and Corey Oates is in reserves for some reason. I think he's injured, maybe. Same 1 to 17. Bunty Afoa's out and Sean Johnson's out. Sean Johnson is out for 4 weeks with an Achilles injury.
Yeah, that's right.
Sucks. That fucking sucks. Tamare Martin is better, though. I feel like when they have been playing without Sean Johnson, they have been winning, and that's come off the back of Tamare Martin. I don't like Harris Tavita in the 6th. Harris Tavita, and I think I've said this on the show. I don't remember. I feel like the Wars last year, that was all really good. And then a bunch of the older players started coming back, and I think that's what is contributing to their like not so goodness anymore. I'm looking at you, Roger Tuivasa-Sheck, and I'm looking at you, Chanel Harris-Tavita.
A curse, maybe.
Yeah, like it's like leaving a party early, and then your friend calling you about, oh, it's actually good, there's chicks here, and then coming back, and then they scare away all the chicks. You know?
Yeah, I see what you mean.
Yeah, like
which is surprising because I feel like those two guys would do well with the ladies.
You'd think so, yeah. Well, it's a metaphor.
It's a metaphor. Yeah, I get you.
I think I might tip the Wars here. What do you think? Ooh. It would sort of depend because they just got so fucking pumped last week. I think they'll come out strong. If this Broncos team stays the way it is, I think I'm going to take the Wars. What about you?
Yeah, it is tricky because, all of the Broncos origin players have been named in the reserves. So they could still potentially play. I think the issue here is that the origin game's on the Wednesday. This game is on Saturday, and they have to fly to New Zealand. So maybe that's the issue why you've got the origin players in that position. So I think, if at least maybe 2 of those origin players do make the trip to New Zealand and go and play, I think I'll be tipping the Broncos just because the Warriors, were really, really, really poor, not going well this year. Sean Johnson out. I think I'd go Broncos if those guys play, but I'm kind of with you. Like if none of those origin players make the trip, very tempted to go Warriors for a bounce back.
Yeah, that's a good bet. Next game, we have got the Knights versus the Eels. Man, find something else to do on Saturday afternoon. Take a break. Play Fallout 4 again. Restart that whole thing.
Yeah, restart that. You know what I mean? Yeah.
I don't know. Hey, you go first.
Yeah, I mean, so far all of these games have been moderately hard to tip. This is a bit of a tough week for a lot of games. Knights and Eels, I feel like this is the hardest one to tip. In my opinion. Both teams coming off the bye. As you said, Parramatta, bottom of the ladder. Moses is named to back up. Sivo's back from injury. They've got a guy called Matt Arthur debuting off the bench, who I know nothing about. Shout out to Matt.
Another Matt, and his last name is your favorite TV show as a child, which is great.
Arthur. Yeah, it was okay.
What was your favorite TV show?
It would probably be The Simpsons. Or probably before that would have been like Pokemon or Dragon Ball Z.
Okay.
Yeah.
All right.
But Newcastle, they've got Englishman Will Price making his NRL debut finally. He's been injured a bit, so he hasn't had a chance yet. But he's named at 5'8". Had at least put up some good stats fantasy-wise in reserve grade. And then Pierce Paul as well on the bench. Eels have won 6 in a row against Newcastle, so keep that in mind. Tough one to tip. Not really sure how this Will Price is going to go, but assuming, and this my tip here is linked to the Origin game, assuming the New South Wales Blues thrash Queensland as expected, as they should, I feel like Mitch Moses is going to come back to his team full of beans, full of confidence, and just murder the Knights here. So I'm going to say the Eels win 4 points.
Okay. Cameron McInnes is in the reserves, I'd just like to say. Sorry, I looked at that just then to see who I was thinking. The Blues are up by 30 points and Madge wants to rest one of the halfbacks. Who's going to take the spot? And I was looking at the reserves, and he's on there. Sorry.
Yeah, but
correct what I said before.
He's not going to play. He's not going to play.
Yeah, he's probably not going to play. Who is going to take his spot? It's probably Dejan Arce, right? Yuck, I hate it. I'd have to have a look at these teams closer too. I think I am going to take the Eels, though. I think they're just slightly better. The Knights have not been blowing my cock off this season. as much as I think I wanted them to.
No,
Hang on, I'm getting something.
they're a
I'm
bottom
getting
9 side.
oh my fucking God, please don't repeat that online. I'll get fired. Literally, no one watches it.
Yeah.
Hang on.
We have 91 subscribers, steady and climbing.
What was it? A mango daiquiri? What do we think it is?
Yeah,
What would be
do
the
you drink?
worst thing?
The worst thing to spill on yourself?
Yeah.
Yes, some sort of like expensive cocktail. Something fruity.
Yeah, I'm thinking like something blue.
Something
What's like
blue.
a creme de menthe sort of base thing?
I don't know.
Was
I don't know
it
what. Can't speak French.
creme was it a creme de menthe based drink?
Yeah, that's all we need to know.
Yeah. Okay. All right. Next game we have got, what did I say? Para? Ugh,
I think we're going para.
I don't like it. I don't like the taste of it out of my
I don't
mouth.
like it.
Next game we have got the Storm versus the Raiders. Now I would like to point you in the direction of one debutant on the Canberra Raiders, Jordan Martin. Have you
I've
seen
seen
this
yeah,
kid?
I've seen this picture.
Woo! This guy has a
Ooh.
future in rugby league. Let me tell you.
Yeah, this guy is one of the best looking rugby league players
Oh
of
my
all time.
God. Put him in the thumbnail, Matt. Oh my
Yeah,
goodness.
he's in the thumbnail.
Yuck. That is disgusting. How can you have so much hair and be going bald at the same time? It's so gross.
Yeah. He defies evolution. He defies
Bless him.
Mother Nature.
I believe he's 24 and he's making his debut now, which love that for you, Jordan. Fuck yeah. Just the tip favorite. I wonder, hang on, sorry, I digress. You tell me who's going to win this game while I see how much he's paying for the first try scorer.
Okay. Well, I mean, it's Melbourne in Melbourne against the Raiders, who have just come off a pretty poor loss to the Tigers. They get Tom Starling back from concussion. Who cares? Jordan Martin, hope he has a good game. Melbourne, they've named Coates and Harry Grant to back up from Origin, but they lose Nick Meaney out injured. So you'd think probably Pappenhausen's probably going to be kicking goals in this one. As far as the game goes, I mean, this is the easiest one to tip probably this week. Storm win. They win well. I'll say 14 points.
Yeah, nice. Storm. Yeah, I think so as well. Raiders will definitely put up a fight. But yeah, I think the Storm win and win well. He was paying $9.50 for any time. We're obviously not going to put first try scorer on, but I said it. Let me see what it is. Jordan Martin, $101 for him to score the first try. So it would have to be 0-0, and then for him to come off the bench just sort of towards the end, I imagine, just to get some runs on the board.
Yeah, and
then get a try.
I believe Ricky Stewart, he's very like famous for like when like a rookie player comes in, they play very small minutes as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, so I doubt he's probably going to get like, I'd say 25 minutes max.
Yeah, I think like if we're tipping people's minutes in the game, I think it's going to be like 15 minutes at the end of the game once it's already over. All right, next game we have got the Dragons versus the Dolphins. That's really hard to see like the percentage, even though I can see the numbers. They're both red teams. Wonder what jerseys they'll wear. Are we going to get the Black Dolphins jersey, do you think? The black away Dolphins?
I reckon it'll be the Dragons home jersey, which is predominantly white with the red V. And I think, we'll get like the chocolate vanilla Coke jersey for the Dolphins.
Yes. Yeah, that's nice. I might even watch the game just for that. Dolphins were unlucky to lose to the Melbourne Storm. I think if that game went for another 10 seconds, the Dolphins might have won. And also, how is that? I'm going back to last week's game.
We digress is the title of the episode.
Yeah. How is that Lemu try not a try? Like the guy literally dislocated his fucking shoulder to get it. Like how come on, he killed himself. Yeah. Like give him the try.
But
Do you think if a player literally killed themselves, but there was a bubble, they'd award the try?
Well, rules are rules, but if there was gray area in the sport, yes, I feel like you'd give that.
Yeah, you'd give that. It goes up as a no try.
Yeah, but man, I tipped the Dolphins last week. I was feeling good about them. They came close. Could have gone either way.
Yeah,
but
she's really upset that I've even mentioned it. I'm getting nothing. Yeah, no, fuck you.
Oh, that's too bad. We can only assume it was a creme brulee based drink or whatever you said.
Yeah, creme de menthe. It's like a
Creme de
blue
menthe.
liqueur.
Gotcha.
Fucking rugby league history sits in his house and drinks creme de menthe. I bet you.
Man, I tell you what, a creme brulee flavored
Oh,
cocktail would be delicious.
it's green. Sorry,
It's
creme de
green.
menthe is green.
Oh, okay. Yeah,
We can
no, it
chuck a
wouldn't be
little bit
that.
of what? Red? We can chuck red in that and make it blue, right? How much
Uh,
blue?
d
Or is blue a primary color?
Blue's a primary color.
Oh, okay, disregard.
Yeah. Go back to
What
art
we-
class.
Sorry. Hang on. And I fucked up my tabs as well. Okay.
But yeah,
Uh,
Dragons, Dolphins.
Should be a good one.
Another pretty relatively tough one to tip, I think. They're at Netstrata Jubilee Stadium, which is, I don't know. No, Wynn Stadium's the nice coastal one, isn't it?
Yeah,
Um,
let's try the shit one.
yeah, I think Dragons are definitely the kind of team that can win this game. They've been solid this year, but I would say the Dolphins in general have been way more consistent.
Yeah.
So I'll be tipping the Dolphins to win 6 points. Watch this space.
Yeah, okay. I'm gonna take it by 4. If you're a betting man, I think take the unders on this game. I'm not seeing a lot of tries being scored this game. I think
Hmm.
this is gonna be yeah. Is Hammer named? Hammer's named. He's not gonna fucking play.
Yeah, he'll play. It's on Sunday.
You reckon?
Yeah, he only plays center for Queensland. He doesn't have to do too much running.
All right. Okay. All right.
I
How
reckon
good
he'll
was
play.
Tavita Pangai Jr.?
Yeah, I mean,
He did everything you expected him to do.
yeah,
You know?
I think I wonder how long do you reckon he will stay in rugby league for? A year?
No. I think like what round is it now? 17. He's not here by round 20.
He's gone before finals.
Yeah, he's gone for 4 finals. I think for sure. Yeah, he's gonna take up AFL or something.
I'd love to see that.
He'd
There's
be
a lot
bad.
there's a lot of offloading in AFL, so maybe
Yeah.
he'd be good at that at least.
Yeah. So good. I love that his first run he offloaded it and he got put on report during the game. I was just
Yeah,
laughing, trying to explain to Jess
it's in his
and
space.
her sister why this is so funny. Oh, I had a good moment. The boys sitting behind us were talking about fantasy, and I wasn't. I was just listening. I wasn't talking. And one of them was like, "How much is Tavita Pangai? Like, how much is his first game? What's he priced at? Was anybody knows? Anyone know?" And I couldn't help myself. I turned around and said, "500K," and she
Yeah.
turned back around. They're like,
Yeah,
"Oh,
yeah.
okay, cool."
He's
And
not a
then they
buy.
checked.
He's not a
They
buy.
They did what I did to you. They checked.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, I think I said to him, like, you couldn't, like, it would have to have a 3 in front of it before I thought
Yeah.
about it. You know?
Mhm.
Next game, we have got the Panthers versus the Cowboys. When is my boy back? Happy Nathan living his best life, not thinking about rugby league at all. When is he coming back?
Cleary engaged, I believe, to marry what's her
Really?
name? Fowler. Yeah, I think they're
Did
going
they
to
get engaged?
I saw some headline on social media maybe like a week or two ago.
You reckon?
Yeah, I don't know if it's true or not. I just it was just having a scroll. But
You
I
gotta
think the word is that he could be back in round 18, which may mean he might be fit for an Origin game 3.
That would be another change to our halfbacks. Yeah, makes sense.
Yeah, but we would be certainly tempted, Mike. You damn right would be tempted.
Yeah, no, we got to take him, of course. What are we going to do?
Yeah.
Not take him?
Yeah.
Let's see. No, I'm not seeing anything. I'm seeing, what is this, Daily Mail? No.
Okay.
Um,
It may have been fake news.
yeah, I think so. Yeah, I think we'd know. I think I would know.
Yeah,
I think
your
I'm the one
spidey
putting that
senses.
I'm putting that in the group chat. Panthers versus the Cowboys, though. Good to see Jake Clifford back. I'm sure he's been playing for a couple of weeks. I've just noticed him now. What do we got? Dylan Edwards is not going to play.
Again, you're assuming all these guys aren't playing, Mike.
Those guys aren't playing. They're
How do
not
you know?
playing. Peachey's going to play. Brad Schneider is going to play. Yeah, Panthers. I mean, what are we doing here? We've said, like, the only time we haven't tipped the Panthers, they won against the Sharks. So, yeah, Panthers.
We will discuss them. All of the Origin players named to back up. The game's on Sunday, so it's a bit of time to recover. Cowboys, Nanai is definitely being rested. He's not been named at all. The rest of them are all in the reserves, as is the usual for Coach Todd Payton. That's usually what he does. But yeah, Panthers at home. Let's not think too hard about this one. They should win. They will win. Panthers by 12.
Yeah, should be fine. Valentine Holmes isn't playing, is he? Or he is? Oh, he is. Yes. New South Wales win and win well. All right. Next game we have got, last game of the round, Sunday, 6:15 p.m. We have got the Roosters versus the Tigers. Yeah, look, Tigers, very impressive. Love that for you. It's not going to happen again.
Congratulations. 2 in a row.
Yeah. Good. It's good for Benji, I think. I'm happy for Benji.
Yeah.
Yeah, Roosters win this one, though, and win it by a lot. Tedesco's probably going to be in a mood and probably captain him for your fantasy team, I think.
A mood.
Actually, I'm going to go ahead and do that right now, actually. Excuse me. Tell me how and why the Roosters are going to absolutely fucking pump the Tigers.
Well, they've got all their Origin players named to back up in this game. I think Collins is on the bench. Tupanua is center because of Palga being suspended. Just coming off a win against the Dogs. Tigers, as we said, 2 wins in a row. Clemmer's back from suspension. There's John Bateman and Justin Olam lurking in the reserves on the comeback from injury. Don't know if they'll play or not. Adam Dewey made his long-awaited return at center, scored a try last week, so happy for him.
So good. Happy fam.
Yeah, very happy for him. But Roosters have won 7 in a row against the Tigers, which is a stat that surprises nobody. And I think the Tigers' 2-win streak comes to an end here. I'm going to say Roosters win 16 points.
Yeah. My apologies to the children that are the West Tigers, but Daddy is here and he's had a couple drinks.
Yeah, absolutely. Better hide in the cupboards, kids.
Yeah. Love Dewey. Dewey's got one of those names that I just want to scream. You know, like I can't do it right now because I'm in an apartment and there's literally no furniture in this room, so it would echo really bad. But I just want to be like, Dewey!
Yeah. You know? Dewey, that's right. It's a good name to scream.
Yeah. All right. That is the week. Should we get to some comments? I think is the next part. Yep. Without looking.
I think so.
Look, I know you hate like putting up graphics now, and not even graphics, but like putting up photos. But I'd really love for you to put that photo I sent to you last week. I think it was Friday of last week over this. William Pearson writes, Storm will smash the Dolphins. And now if you could bring up that photo for me, William Pearson writes, I hate the Dolphins, in my opinion.
Wow.
Now I'm here.
Fins
I'm
up,
back.
Willie. Fins
up, William. Is that you with Dwayne Bennett there? William, don't be telling lies like that in my comment section or I'm going to fucking come from you. Come for you. Come from you?
Come for you. You're going to come
I'm going
to
come for you, motherfucker. And you know what, Matt, if I could ask another favor, put William Pearson in the thumbnail. I'm going to make sure he fucking watches this thing.
I don't know if we should. I feel like, there'd be some sort of a non-government organization probably suing us.
Yeah, maybe.
You know what I mean? Like he's I'll put the picture up. I want maybe not thumb, but yes.
I'm gonna turn it into a short.
my theory, the story behind that photo is that I think the poor guy just wants a friend, and he just wanted someone to talk to.
Well, you should be his friend, and if he wants to be my friend, stop talking shit in the comments.
I will be a friend to him like an SEU teacher would be at school. You know what I mean? Like I'll be a friend to you between the hours of 9 and 3.
Yeah. No, I was thinking you were going to say I'm going to be a friend to him like you're a friend to a coworker that's 20 years older than you. You know? Like exactly. We're not hanging out on the weekend, but I will be nice and cordial to you and listen to you talk about your children for this 8-hour stretch that we're together every day.
Absolutely. Yeah. Talk to Brenda while you're waiting for the coffee. Yeah.
Yeah. All right. Epic Armadillo writes, I flipped a coin to choose my tips this week and he got Dolphins, Warriors, Dogs, Rabbitohs, yep, nice, and Raiders, You won. You got one.
Yeah.
One from both.
Get rid of that coin.
Throw that coin away.
Yeah.
There's 2 comments on that. There's 2 replies. Storm will win at Suncorp Stadium. Thanks, William. Thanks.
They did.
I can't believe you're being so like just nice to this guy. I don't care.
Yeah, well, we all know what the situation is.
Yeah.
You just have to look at his Instagram for any amount of time, and
Yeah. Rugby league history writes, I would tell my 13-year-old self not to give any money to your family members because that set me back years.
yeah. Sorry to hear that, dude. Sorry to hear that.
That's rough. Don't want to, again, with like my coworker for 8 hours, don't want to ask any more questions about that. That's fine. Maybe later, if there's time. I don't want to read another William Pearson comment. History of football.
We're contractually obliged to do so.
William Pearson writes, Wayne Bennett lost his last 11 games versus Craig Bellamy. Yep. Count at 12. Count at 12, I guess. History of football writes, there is no point in asking William Pearson anything. He doesn't watch the videos. He just posts the same stuff each week and clicks off the video after 30 seconds.
Yeah.
He should have his own channel.
It'd be funny if we did put him in the thumbnail.
That's what I'm saying. Like, he's going to see the thumbnail and see that it's him in it. And he's going to be like, what the fuck? Like, and have to watch the entire thing. That's what I'm saying, bro. It's a good idea. Think about it. Think about it.
Okay.
And him doing this as well.
Yeah.
And then DWS Reviews writes, William Pearson is a serial pest. Very William Pearson heavy comments section we've got.
That by the way, that channel is another one of Rugby League History's channels.
Yeah, I checked it out.
He's reviewing things.
Yeah, he's reviewing like food and stuff. Like, and you say now, but his last video was 2 weeks ago, and he's been doing it for 3 months.
If anyone needs a review on something, check out, what do you call it, DWS Reviews?
DWS Reviews. If DWS Reviews could do a reviews of just the tip, I'd greatly appreciate that.
Yeah. Please jump in the comments, leave us a review of this episode, and let us know what you think. Maybe 5 stars, 10 rating. I don't know what your rating system is, but let us know.
Yeah, I didn't get that far into the video. All right, that's all the comments for this week. Titillate me with a hypothetical.
Oh, okay. All right. I have 2. So I have one Matt hypothetical. I have one Ben hypothetical. Which one do you want first?
Let's have the steak before we have the ice cream, I think. Which means your hypothetical first.
Okay. It's a question that I heard somewhere recently.
Most are. Yeah.
Are there more eyes or legs in the world? Are there more eyes or legs in the world?
Humans or animals?
In total.
In total.
Total. Because, I mean, there's a lot of eyes, right?
There's a lot of quadrupeds, like dogs and horses, cats.
That's right. But think of all the fish with no legs and 2 eyes.
I didn't consider the fish.
There's a whole lot of fish.
Octopus probably don't even out the fish. I feel like there's more. Oh, there's so many fish in the ocean. There's that many fish in the sea, bro.
So many fish in the sea. I mean, they say it for a reason.
It's got to be eyes, right? It's got to be eyes.
Well, can I blow your mind again?
Yeah, go ahead.
Insects.
Ants. I was thinking about, they're not an insect, they're something else, but spiders. Spiders have 8 legs, but how many eyes? 8 eyes as well?
They have a lot of eyes, but like, are there more fish in the world or ants in the world? I feel like there are more ants in the world.
I feel like
they've all got 6 legs.
And they don't have any eyes.
They've got eyes. I think they got eyes.
No, they don't.
I reckon do ants have eyes? I think ants have eyes.
Eyes. Ants. Most ants have 2 large compound eyes. Yes, they do. You're right.
Yes, compound
eyes. Am I
eyes.
Stupid? What kind of questions am I asking?
Yeah, didn't you do biology?
Yeah, I was hanging out with your stepbrother the entire time, just fucking around.
Shout out to Kyle. I think my answer to this question, I think there are more legs than eyes in the world, just purely based on, I feel like the ants get them over the line.
Yeah, I think that's probably a good bet. Yeah, I'm going to take the eye.
You're taking eyes. Okay.
I think I'll take eyes, just to be different. Speaking of Kyle, he's back very soon, right? I feel like it's late this month, and we are late this month.
It's this weekend.
Oh, fuck yeah.
Yeah.
Part A?
We'll have the man back soon. I don't know if
Oh
he's
yeah, there is a part A.
yeah. There's a couple parties coming up. He'll be at Darian's wedding.
Oh fuck yeah. Well, that's weekend after next.
Yeah. All right. You ready for my Ben hypothetical?
I am, yes.
Okay. So this is a hypothetical that would you take this power, considering that it has a drawback. So
Yes.
the power is to be the greatest lover of all time.
I'm
So
already
you
there.
have essentially a magic dick, right?
Mhm.
Every time you
Yes.
have sex, it's the best sex anyone has ever had for both yourself and your partner. It's dual
Mhm.
pleasure.
Yeah.
However, every single child you will ever sire, you will ever produce, will have Down syndrome.
That's fucked. Um,
So something Ben would ask. Hmm.
I think I'm okay. Like I'm already a pretty good lover, and I think I'm okay with that. Um, I mean,
But the
like,
GOAT, the greatest of all time.
um, no, no, no. I think I'm gonna stay. I think I'm gonna stay.
You're gonna stay?
Yeah,
You're gonna
I'm not
stay?
gonna take that. I'm not taking that superpower. No, that's
I,
barely
I
a superpower.
I think I'm
You're gonna
taking
take it.
it, and I'm gonna lead
Good.
an army of Downies.
Dude.
Because
And you're
they
angry at me for bullying William Pearson. What are you talking about?
no,
Like,
I'm saying it's a good because
you're gonna
I,
weaponize them. It's different.
I have never been friends with a person with Down syndrome, but I get the
Yeah.
feeling based on the content that I've seen about them is that they're just like the happiest people in the world.
Yeah.
Like all they love is basically just like hanging out and John Cena, right? Those are their
Yeah.
interests. I think
And
Shane
that's
Gillis made that joke.
basically Mitch.
Yeah, I mean, I love John Cena too. I can just have like 7 Down syndrome kids and we all just watch WWE together every weekend and have the best time.
You got to feed them as well, though.
Yeah, I'll feed them. They'll eat. They'll eat. I feel like
Okay.
once you get them to like a relative level of adulthood, they're pretty self-sufficient. And I'll just be slinging my cursed sperm every night.
That's so out of pocket for you, dude. I'm surprised at you. It's fucked.
I'm sorry, I had to. I'm representing Ben here.
Yeah, that's a Ben. You should have said Ben wrote that.
Yeah. Anyway, so and the like the tangent to that thing is like it's the exact
Uh-huh.
same thing, but instead of Down syndrome, all your kids have cerebral palsy,
Mm.
which I think is worse.
What is that? Is that what Walt Jr. has in Breaking Bad?
It didn't. Yeah, actually, yes, I think so. Yeah,
That's
so
fine.
like like intense, like they're probably not going to live past 40.
Yeah. Oh no, that's.
I
don't
think that's
what
worse.
it is.
I think that's
Yeah, I
worse.
think you can't. Oh yeah, yeah. RJ Mitty does have cerebral palsy. Can't really weaponize them though.
Can't weaponize. No.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're not gonna. I feel like a Down syndrome person would beat a cerebral palsy person in a fight. I agree with you, Mike.
Not what I said, but yes.
Yeah.
Depends. All right, Thummy.
I could thumb.
Thumb? All right.
Fuck.
Okay.
What are we? I have no idea what we're gonna thumb here.
Yeah.
Just trying to remember all the things we talked about. I'll just be. I'll just do this.
I
don't know
Should
what
I
to
go?
do.
Like, I'll hit him with the classic, like.
Yeah. Do the like this. Yeah. All right.
I feel like
Yeah.
content creators will get a real kick out of that. Like just us doing the thumbnail in the video. Like that's.
Yeah, that's right.
We can't do
really,
it off.
It's
Yeah.
for the purists. It's for the purists.
We can't do it in the end and cut it. Like it's a part of it.
Mhm.
Good, fucking good episode, dude. Thank you for joining us for another episode of Just Your Tip. I've been Mike, that's been Matt. Ben has been non-present, like he's going to be as a father. Remember the tip with your head, not over it. Remember to tip before you tip in your tip, and then if you tip, pull out. I think. And if you're a really good lover, be careful.
Be
Because you might have a
careful.
superpower. You might have
Her
the monkey paw
sperm.
superpower. Yeah, that's right. Thank you, everybody. Have a good week. Go on. Fuck yourselves. Into the
Bye.
fucking core of the earth. Just get the fuck out of here.
Bye.
Should we talk a little bit of rugby league news? This is a rugby league show, after all.
Before we get there,
Yeah.
how do you think you'd go as a gay guy?